All right, we are back with the lockdown updates, and as is always the case when doing something for the first time, we have started with issues because I got halfway through recording this once, and my laptop decided that it just wanted to mess with me. So we're starting again. So for those that don't know, I did these updates, I think maybe 6 or 7 weeks in a row during the first lockdown, just basically with the goal of sharing what I'm doing through lockdown, both training and nutrition wise, nutrition to a lesser extent, just in the hope that what I'm doing might help either inspire or educate somebody else who is looking to keep training through lockdown, which potentially could be another long lockdown this time. Yeah, if I can help anybody just by showing people what I'm doing, then that's the plan. So last time round, I was training 5 days a week. That was 3 upper body days, 2 lower body days, and obviously 2 rest days. It was upper, lower, upper, rest, upper, lower, rest. So having Thursday and Sunday off and just sort of walking a bit further just to make sure that my activity was still good. This time round, going a little bit different. So I'm going pull, upper body pull, push, legs, rest, upper, lower, rest. So still training 5 days, still got 3 upper body days, but I'm just splitting 2 of those up into opposing muscle groups. So this that you're seeing here is my pull session to start the week. Started with banded straight arm pull downs, which these bands, if you've got no equipment at all, I would definitely recommend having a look at these bands. They're like 20 quid, 15, 20 quid off Amazon, and increasing, I should point out. So yeah, if you're going to get some before they go up in price again, because they probably will. They've been a lot better than I was expecting. Really quite useful actually. Pull-ups here. Again, if you can get yourself a pull-up bar and you're able to do pull-ups, I mean, what more could you want? Here, I'm using for more upper back this a bent over row using kettlebells that I was given, which are 12 kilos each, tied inside my adjustable dumbbells. So I'm sort of holding onto the kettlebell and using them. So it's about 24.5 kilos each, which is plenty, especially to get started. I think I was sets of 12 here, but I expect to get to sets of 20 pretty quickly, but then potentially add some bands and go from there. Trying as much as I can, although now I'm watching the footage back, I could probably do a better job to exaggerate the squeeze at the top, as I am here. So as much as I am blessed with the amount of weight that I do have, is still limited, and I will hopefully start gaining again. Well, hopefully the gyms will be open by the time I do, but I'm not holding out much hope for that. So I'm probably going to start gaining again during this lockdown. So finding a way to make the weight that I've got feel more difficult is going to be the only way forward. And pauses and tempo are going to be a big part of that, I feel. That and just more pull-ups, because they're never too easy. So diet-wise, I don't think I've mentioned this yet. I might have mentioned it in the last recording. Diet-wise, I'm mini cutting at the minute, so I'm trying to get off as much body fat as I can in the next 4 weeks by the time you see this, which will take me to about 6 weeks of dieting altogether, which is why you see me swinging on this through here. So for rear delts and traps, I love Y raises, but I prefer them with a bench so that your chest is supported. So at the minute, I am doing a tricep, would you call it? A superset of 3 exercises of Y raises there, Y raises with the band high into rear delt raises, and then just finishing off with 2 bicep exercises to finish my pull session. One of them is hammer curls. 12.5 kilos here. I can only go up to 15. So by the time I can do 50 reps over 4 sets, maybe we'll have to start thinking about adding bands or something like that, but I'll worry about that when I get to it. When it comes to biceps, if you've got a little bit of weight, you can make it work. And if you haven't, and you decide to order some bands, like I think you should, then this is actually a really nice movement here. I am using all of the bands, and it's not that difficult, which is, not ideal. But I think I'm just going to try and double the bands up, just loop them around again, and keep going with this one, because it's almost like having a low cable machine, which is something that I really missed through the first lockdown. Definitely going back into the gym, that was something that I made use of a lot more. So that is the first session of the week done. As things stand, this is Tuesday as I'm recording this, and I'm thinking it'll probably go out on Friday. I'm going to try and get all 5 sessions recorded over the next 5 weeks to keep you updated and to give you as many ideas as I can. But if anybody who takes the time to watch these, which, if you've made it this far, thank you. If anybody has anything that they want me to go over, anything that they think might be useful, then do not hesitate to contact me either in the comments here or over on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you find me. And I'll make sure I get anything covered. Like I say, if I can use these to be of service to anybody, then it's worth taking the time. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you next week.